Hello everyone, it's Lectic here, back on Minecraft today, and welcome back to Survival in the Sanctum. Hope you all guys are having a good day. I am having a pretty great day today, because I was able to get off work pretty early actually. So yeah, I'm over at the mob farm here, because I had been AFKing collecting some ender pearls. Just to show you guys this does actually work. I know when I was doing the little showcase video for it, there was nothing in there. But it works, guys. Don't worry. I get plenty of pearls from it. It's a very slow process. It takes a long time of AFKing, but that's perfectly fine because I don't have to do a thing to get them. I just sit there. Oh, and that guy is there. So apparently they can teleport to the obsidian blocks at the bottom of the portal and then immediately get transported to the nether. No big deal though. Alright, so I guess I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on through the week. First of all, the top of the tower here is now complete, and I think it looks pretty fantastic. I've also made some changes to my resource packs. I've finally upgraded to the Faithful 32 for 1.8, so all of the new 1.8 blocks I'll have a smoother HD sort of texture, and that looks a lot better. And then I've also put in a smooth glass pack, and I definitely like the smooth glass, but I think that for the stained glass I kinda like it to be less opaque, but I'll play around with that in the future and show you guys what I come up with. So top of the tower's done, and then I have this quick drop that I put in here, and let me just show you how it works real quick. You can see it's just one side there, just one block. I was really wanting it to drop out both blocks, but with the dimensions I had to work with under here, I couldn't really get an effective way of doing that. Like anything I came up with, I would have to move the button somewhere else. But then I realized I can use slime blocks for that and make it much simpler as well, like while being able to move both blocks. So I'm gonna hop over to my test world real quick and show you what I came up with for that. Let's see. It's over here. Alright, so let me just clean up this inventory real quick. This is just a little mock-up of the tower top. So this is where the portal is, and then the obsidian blocks down on the base represent where the beacons will come up, so I can't have anything in line with those. So this is the one I have installed now. It's fairly simple. The button powers the redstone underneath, and then all this gets powered. The repeater then inverts the signal to that torch, and the first piston retracts, pulling the block down, and then the power also inverts this torch, which removes power from the repeater and that redstone there a couple ticks after the first repeater. So this piston retracts first, and then these two pull it back out of the way, opening up the floor. So it's a pretty basic, like, hidden piston door sort of thing. Nice and quick. But so this is what I came up with to replace that, and I like it a lot better because it moves both blocks now. And I think it feels like it's a little quicker too. It may be a tick or two quicker. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is one tick quicker, so not a huge difference, but So pushing the button powers the redstone here, so that goes around and inverts this torch, which will cause this piston to retract and pull down both of the slime blocks and both of the nether brick. And then also it will power this repeater 2 ticks after that, and then this torch will be powered off, and that piston, the second one, will retract and pull back all 4 of those blocks and this piston here. So this piston is kind of floating and it moves around with the slime blocks, but I think it works pretty well, just like that. Alright, so I am gonna go get that installed in the survival world, and then I'll bring you guys back. And we're back, and I got it all fixed up. So there it is, both blocks move now, nice and quick. Let's try it out. There we go. So I still need to get the little room put together underneath here that you'll fall into from the quick drop. Got a good chunk of stone there, so plenty of room to build it inside of. And then during the week I got a little bit more done on the tower and went ahead and did the moat thing around it. So let's just take a step back to see what we got going. So I only have 2 sides of it done so far. I didn't really have as much time to work on it as I was hoping during the week. It was a pretty crazy week. I worked a ton of hours, so that's why it was so awesome to get off early today. I also increased the size of the portal there. That is the tallest it can be, though. So I'm not going to be able to get it all the way to the top of the tower unless I stack 2 of them. But I don't really want to do that, so I think that's going to be it. I still need to decide what materials I'm going to use in the spaces on the tower. I was originally going to use jungle wood logs, like where the diamond openings are, but I may switch to red stained glass or white stained glass. I may have to try it out and see how it looks, but whatever I do, I need to make sure there's no mob spawns on the tower. That's what all the stairs are for. Like, it adds a little bit of detail, but it's the main purpose is preventing mob spawns. So this is really the main thing I got done during the week. I also collected a couple cows, though, to start up a cow farm in the base, and they're in a little hole in the wall over there. So that's going to be the next thing I work on, because I definitely need to get a better food supply going on here. But in order to feed the amount of cows that I want to have, I'm going to need to have a pretty big wheat farm. So I think that will go right above where the cow farm is going to be. And then I'll have sort of a automated collection thing for the wheat, and I'll have an item sorter there as well, so the wheat will be separated out and go down to the cow farm, and then all the seeds will stay at the wheat farm for easy replanting. Let's see, I need to clear some of this out. Before I get started building on that, though, I think I'm going to start bringing the wall down in that area, so I can see where the edge of that is going to meet, and then figure out how the wheat farm room is going to be laid out from there. So let me just clean this up real quick. I'm gonna grab a few stacks of diorite. I shouldn't need a whole lot. I'll probably do like a 10 or 12 wide section, but I'm pretty sure it's about one stack, maybe a little less, to do just one line of blocks from the ground all the way up to the bottom of the balcony. So I guess I'll grab 10 stacks and see where that gets me. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 46. So that should get me by. So you may notice there's a few projects that like I'm leaving incomplete and then moving on to the next thing, like the tower and then the redstone behind this. I could do all that on camera, but I feel like some of the stuff would get pretty repetitive and make for a boring episode, since it's all like very large projects and they each kind of require doing the same thing over and over. So I'll kind of update you on those ongoing projects at the beginning of each episode, and then do something else during. So let's see. I will hang on. No, I guess I'll go ahead and stick those in a chest for now, and then once I get the room laid out, I'll come back and grab all this stuff for planting. And I definitely need to get better at organizing my inventory. It's like a mess all the time, and then whenever I come over here to put stuff away, there's a lot of running back and forth and putting stuff in the chest and then remembering that, oh, there's some more stuff that goes in that same chest, and having to run back over. I've just about got it now, though. Oh, that's not oak. That's oak. Okay. So I'm going to make it day real quick. Oh, didn't mean to open that. Oh, that's another thing I need to do. I definitely need to get a bedroom set up. Because as you can see, I'm just sleeping under the stairs right now. I was kind of thinking that I would have my bedroom right back this way, and it would be pretty logical to have the bedroom like near the entrance to the base and near the storage and all of that, and then it's easy access to the spider farm. But I think the layout would be kind of weird to have to go through the bedroom to get to the spider farm. So that's something to think about. Oh, and like I was saying about the opacity on the glass, like with the glowstone behind it here, you can't really tell that that's even white stained glass. Like, it's got the white border and it's like a little bit opaque, but I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. It may grow on me, but we'll see. I'll keep you updated on that. And then for the ongoing projects, one of those is gonna be the walls in here, because there's just so much of it to do. Like, that just can't be done in a single episode. And I think how the walls are gonna be, it's gonna be in line with this last level of the gray up top. So like where this ring is going to be continued straight down all the way to the floor, so the balcony like sticks out this same amount. So I guess I'm just gonna break through right here. Oh, okay, that was unexpected. Okay, I didn't think to bring any scaffolding, but well, I guess I'll just figure this out. So I guess I'll probably do a montage of this, because I imagine it'll be pretty boring, like I was telling you. and then I will bring you back and show you kind of what I'm thinking about for the wheat farm. We're back, and hopefully you see now why I wouldn't do the entire thing in one episode. It's just such a massive project. Even if I was to make a montage out of that, the thing would be like an hour long. So no, it's not gonna happen. And you can hear there's the cows. I'm gonna turn down my friendly mobs a little bit. Let's see. Friendly creatures. Let's bring that down to 35 with the rest of that. Alright, so the wheat farm is gonna be a little bit above this. I want to be sure to leave plenty of room. Looks like where the sand is there. If I go straight through the wall from that point, that is the ocean floor, and I guess it gets a little lower the further it goes out. So I need to do it, I need to build the wheat farm entirely below that level. I'm not sure though if I want to leave like the roof glassed and have like water on top of it. That might be a cool effect. Not totally sure about it. Yeah, it should be a good amount of room. So let's do this here, and I'll just start clearing out a little bit of area. And I do want the thing to be entirely contained in the wall, and then have sort of a window looking out at the base. And I'm kind of thinking I want the window to be like 5 blocks tall. We'll see how it looks. Just kind of stick this here tentatively and see how that turns out. And then we'll hop down the bottom and look at that. So I got 3 and then 1 on the other side. You gotta be careful when you're using a efficiency 5 pick, just doing your building with haste 2, because it insta mines like every type of block except for ores and obsidian and that sort of stuff. So you may accidentally break things that you don't intend to. Alright, let's... Oh no, I didn't make that 5 tall in this area. So it is super useful for clearing stuff out, but if you're doing precise work, you may shave off a little more than you intend. Alright, let's pop this back in there, and then throw some glass in, and then hop down to the ground and see how that looks. Okay, so first of all, I didn't make that entirely symmetrical. But I kind of like that. From the ground, it doesn't look perfectly oval. Okay, sorry for the abrupt cut there. My sister just walked in. Anyway, I kind of do like how that looks, just right off the bat. It's kind of subtle, like you can't immediately tell that there's something there, but like, it gives a hint of it. And that'll be even more so once the entire wall is done. So let's just head back up there and start clearing out the room. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to lay it out yet. I just kind of have an idea of how I want it to work, like I was saying earlier on, that I want to be sure to have an item sorter so that the seeds stay up here to replant, and then the wheat goes straight down to the cow farm. I was kind of thinking I'd use something like the quick drop thing I have. It's like the flush hidden door sort of thing, and have that in the ceiling holding back water. It's like have a glowstone or something in the ceiling, and then pistons that move it out of the way to let water down and pop out all the wheat for harvesting. If I have the glass roof with the ocean above, though, that's not gonna work out too well. So we'll have to see how that works out. And I think I may be low enough that that won't necessarily have to be an option, like unless I just want it to be. So we'll see about that. And I think 5 blocks tall will be plenty for this sort of thing. I can also open it up a little more and have sort of like a beveled edge sort of thing. Have like a molding going around. I am getting fairly low on time left for the episode though, so I'm just gonna clear out a little space and show you kind of what I'm thinking for the wheat collection. I sure do love the Instamine. It's a very nice thing to have working in such a large scale base. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a pretty good like height for the room, and a good width and all. Alright, so I didn't grab a hoe or seeds or anything, so I can't like, show you perfectly. But basically what I'm thinking, we'll just do this to start. And then I'll need some slabs. I'm not sure what sort of color scheme I'll go with for this. Since it is separate from the base, sort of, like on the other side of the wall, I don't really have to follow the same exact palette. So, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we'll have water running underneath like that for collection, and then like this will be the floor level, so you won't be able to see any of the collection water. It'll all be kind of hidden, and then that'll also hydrate all of the tilled soil, so when everything gets pushed off, all the items will go right under the slabs there very easily and get taken where they need to be, and it'll all be nice and hidden. Won't get items all over the floor or anything like that. But I think that's gonna be about it on time for this episode. So next time we'll come back and be working on the wheat farm. get that all figured out. Anyway though, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you really liked it, I would love it if you guys subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.